So many candidates struggle with competency-based interview questions and how to answer them. You may see these referred to as behavioural, situational, or even STAR interview questions. In our coaching practice, these are the questions which cause most grief for our clients. In this lesson, I will give you a summary of the best way to answer using one of the most recognised formulas for structuring them. For example, here is a tough question. Describe a time when you had to make rapid changes to your plans so as to complete an important task on time. That is a question about the competency called planning and organising. These types of questions are a real challenge, as not only do you have to give a great example, but you also have to structure it correctly and deliver it in an interesting and engaging manner. So how should you answer a competency-based question? We have two possible formulas we like to use. Firstly, the STAR method, very common and recognised in government and civil service, the NHS and large employers. And secondly, the IPAR formula. Let's talk about STAR and how it works. STAR stands for situation plus task plus action plus result. Start by describing the situation you were involved in. Use an example from your current or previous job, education, personal experience, or any relevant event. 1 or 2 sentences is all that's required, but it must be punchy and concise. With the task, briefly describe what you were tasked with, your responsibility, and assignments for the situation. Once again, a sentence or 2 is sufficient. Action. This will be the section that the interviewer is most interested in. You should detail the actions you took to resolve the problem, situation, or task. Describe the actions, detailing each stage in the correct, logical order, showing your thought processes. Highlight how you reached your conclusions and the steps you completed. This will take up about 70% of your answer and must show the positive behaviours they look for. Finally, the result is a vital part of your answer, as a successful outcome proves that your actions were effective. Talk about what you accomplished, what you delivered in terms of benefit, what you learned, and if appropriate, what you would do differently next time. You will learn more about this and other easy formulas for great answers in your Interview Gold training. Plus, you will get detailed sample answers to guide you. Here is a sample answer to give you an idea of what to include and how to structure it.
Last year in my role as Client Liaison Officer, I used my planning and organisational skills very successfully by managing 2 simultaneous corporate events, which resulted in our first ever 100% feedback rating. I was tasked with organising 2 events on the same day, which caused a significant organisational challenge. I firstly clarified the objectives and goals, and then I created a detailed project plan. This included planning for items such as staffing requirements, rotas, menus, transport to the venue and entertainment. I identified priorities, resources, and I detailed potential risks and issues. I chose 2 locations close to each other to enable me as the overall manager to travel easily between the 2. I brought together the necessary resources and appointed 2 junior project managers responsible for each site. I delegated tasks, gave each a detailed operational plan for the day, and ensured they were clear on their responsibilities. I recruited a team of student volunteers to assist with non-critical areas. I had planned for contingencies. For example, on the morning of the event, 3 of my team were unable to work, and so I outsourced additional staff from an agency. During the day, I monitored performance. I moved staff to busier areas as required, and I managed both events smoothly and successfully. Thanks to my detailed planning in advance and my organisation on the day, the events were a great success. Both clients gave a 100% rating, a first for our company. I was also promoted soon after, and feedback from my manager highlighted that my planning and organisational skills were a key contributor to this move.
Just to mention, in our online training, you'll find full lessons on each of the core competencies you'll be asked about, such as changing and improving, making effective decisions, leadership, etc. Plus, the Competency Answer Builder tool is a great way to create winning answers using the right structure and with the correct positive behaviours to include. You also get full template sample answers to inspire you. You will know just what to say in your application or interview. Join Interview Gold now and get instant access in seconds. Start practicing straight away and make sure you get the job in your very next interview.